Time now for the morning rush. We start with breaking news this morning. The BCSO homicide unit is now investigating a shooting that happened around 10:30 last night. Officials say they responded to a call about a shooting victim at a gas station located at 4400 Coors Boulevard. Now, deputies say a woman with a gunshot wound died on the scene. News 13 has a crew heading to that scene right now, and we will bring you the latest as it develops.
New hurdles for prosecutors in the Victoria Martins case. Jessica Kelly, one of the suspects, will not be able to testify against the only man charged in the crime. Judge Charles Brown is saying no to her plea deal again, arguing Kelly could not have foreseen an unknown man walk into the apartment and strangling the 10-year-old. Kelly tried to plead guilty to numerous charges, including child abuse resulting in death. Now Kelly will not be able to serve as a witness against her cousin, Fabian Gonzalez, in his trial. Kristen.
Isolated to spotty showers and storms return to the western and central areas with better coverage over eastern New Mexico through this afternoon and evening. Still watching for potential for heavy rain, likely to start the day with fog tomorrow, but clear conditions as we transition towards late Thursday and Friday. Crystal?
Albuquerque police are working on testing rape kits that the mayor says have never been looked at. Mayor Tim Keller says while he was state auditor, he found more than 5,000 untested rape kits in our states. 4,000 of those were just from Albuquerque alone. He says many of the city's untested kits are a result of police doubting the victims' stories. He's now calling for the culture surrounding rape allegations to change.
The FBI's annual crime report shows the rates of violent crime and property crime in New Mexico increased in 2017. The report reveals New Mexico ranked first in the country for burglary and robbery and second in the country for motor vehicle theft behind Alaska. That's an improvement from 2016. The report also shows that the violent crime and murder rates declining nationally for the first time since 2014.
A debate being held today for New Mexico's candidates running for lieutenant governor. It's taking place in Gallup. Republican candidate Howie Morales and Democratic candidate Michelle Garcia Holmes will be talking about retirement benefits, how to help people save for a secure retirement, and whether or not they will continue to support health care for retired public workers.
Delta Airlines is back up and running this morning following a temporary outage when their computer systems stopped service nationwide. Delta is now working to help customers whose flights were affected. Several passengers complained on Delta's Twitter page that they could not sign in or access their boarding pass on the app. In a statement, Delta told those passengers that the issue was with the airline's computer system. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index at 3, watching for that isolated shower potential through the day today, and cooler temperatures. Reminder, we're only expected to hit the 70s today. Make sure to keep that jacket handy. David?
The groundbreaking for construction on a new lifestyle development is happening today in an area in Bernalillo along the Rio Grande. According to developers, a riverwalk is overlooking the Rio Grande is going to be built with the intention of housing and restaurants and retail establishments setting up shop there. Now, they expect the first phase to be completed by the end of 2019. The developer says that they have more plans for the development in the area, including water sports like rowing and canoeing.
Nonprofits in Durango planning to put $100,000 back into the local economy. According to the Durango Herald, the community foundation serving Southwest Colorado raised more than $400,000 following the 416 fire. Of the money raised, some is going to help displaced families and to employees whose jobs were interrupted. $100,000 will go towards the Community Emergency Relief Fund for nonprofits to spend at local businesses. Kristen.
Time now for a check on your Wednesday morning commute. Not seeing any major crashes out there this morning. Flow looks pretty good and a live lake outside. Just a reminder to take it slow, especially in those low-lying areas, likely seeing some ponding from yesterday's rain.
All right, it's a chocolate lover's dream. You can stay in a cottage made almost entirely from chocolate. Travel site Booking.com teamed up with renowned chocolatier to create a quirky cottage in France. The one-room structure took 1.5 tons of chocolate to build and can accommodate 4 people. A stay costs $59 for the night. Guests are free to snack on chocolate fixtures like clocks and flowers. A quick correction on that Lieutenant Governor story. Howie Morales is a Democrat. Michelle Garcia Holmes is a Republican.
All right, hope you guys are having a great morning. A live look outside, some cloud cover there, but no rain to slow you down. Just make sure to take it slow anyways in case some of those low-lying areas have the ponding. But temperature-wise, grab the jacket. 60s to start and 70s to finish. I mean, that's only a 10-degree warm-up today, and that goes across the entire state. Nobody's really looking at any hot temperatures. It's only going to be the 60s and 70s behind that cold front that moved through yesterday. The nice thing is we'll lose those winds this morning. I know they're still cranking out of the east now, but those will lighten up through the day We've got more showers and storms expected over the central, eastern, southern portions of our state, even the mountains too. But this does clear out in time for the weekend. All right, time for the 5 facts.
Start at number 5 here. Groundbreaking for construction on a new river walk overlooking the Rio Grande is set to begin today in Bernalillo. Developers say it is set to house restaurants and retail establishments, and they'll later add water sports. Similar ideas in Albuquerque proposed under the Chavez and Berry administration were met with resistance. The project being built on private property.
At number 4, changes could soon be coming to the use of force policies in the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department after an independent review. The Dago Law Group gave 22 recommendations in the report on how the department's policies could become more clearer. Commissioner Maggie Hart-Stebbins recommended taking a look at BCSO's policies after a recent spike in deputy-involved shootings, chases, and expensive lawsuit settlements. None of the recommendations suggested the use of body cameras.
At number 3, some leftover wind, isolated showers, and cooler temperatures today. Quiet Thursday through Saturday. Looking like another big weather maker coming in Monday, Tuesday, bringing back the rain.
At number 2, Jessica Kelly, one of the suspects in the Victoria Martins murder case, will not be able to testify against the only man charged in that case. For the second time, Judge Charles Brown says no to a plea deal for her. Kelly tried to plead guilty to child abuse resulting in death, aggravated battery, and tampering with evidence in 10-year-old Victoria's death. But Judge Charles Brown rejected that deal, arguing Kelly could not have seen the unknown man walking into the apartment and then strangling young Victoria. Now, Kelly will not serve as a witness against her cousin Fabian Gonzalez, whose trial is set to begin on October 15th.
On to number 1 now. Albuquerque police are working on a new task this morning, testing rape kits that the mayor says have never been looked at. Mayor Tim Keller says while he was state auditor, he found more than 5,000 untested rape kits in New Mexico. 4,000 of those were from Albuquerque. He says many of the city's untested kits are a result of police doubting the victims' stories. He's now calling for the culture surrounding rape allegations to change. Mayor Keller hopes all the kits will be tested within the next year and a half.